Welcome back to the Mighty Switch Force Let's Play, ladies and gentlemen, and today we're going to be tackling the hyper stages and finishing off this playthrough, where I'm going to be only showcasing a few of those hyper stages. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm not only going to showcase those hyper stages, I'm also going to show you a neat little additional feature that was added onto the patch of this game. You see the icon below the erase game icon? Well, you can choose between either animated patty or, of course, pixel patty. Pixel patty was added on as the one of the features of the game's add-on patch. So, as you can probably tell, the hyper stages are unlocked after you've completed every one of the 3DS levels, including the bonus levels. So, other than that, let's begin with stage 1, hyper stage 1. As you can tell, I'm actually playing as Pixel Patty this time around, showing off what she looks like in this game. She looks like what she was in the 3DS version, only except more pixelized. This is her in her pixelized glory original. So yeah, not only do the hyper stages also represent the hard mode of all of the levels of this game, yeah, actually it's this game's hard mode. They've also got remixed music, which is pretty good, which is also endorsed by Jake Virt Kaufman, collaborated with other artists, pretty much chiptune artists. Did I say that correctly? Chiptune? Yep. Anyway, as you can probably tell, we're playing this because we want to showcase a few of these stages and some of the remixed music as well. It's really good. These stages actually are neat little additions. These are exclusive to the Hyperdrive edition. They're not available to download for the for the 3DS version of the game, but that's sad. But then again, Wii U owners got a little bit more in terms of like content. At least Way Forward really did something good for the fans. So I have actually made a record. I actually love this game's hyper levels. They actually look like real fun to go through, but unfortunately sometimes they're quite hard to go through. If you thought the game was harder, then too bad. The game just got a whole lot harder for you guys. Anyway, something peculiar happened before recording. Whilst I was getting my recording preparations ready, my house power the power in my house went out, and I had a power cut basically. But it only lasted for about 15 minutes. So, ladies, yeah, all the problems have been solved, all the lights are back on, and I'm hoping to have some dinner soon. I was recording during the power cut, but my mum interrupted me. So pretty much had to start the recording, ladies and gentlemen. The remix of this level theme is pretty much more a little bit. It's much more faster, and it's more based on 8-bit music. Oh, for God's sake! You know what? I'm not going to jump cut through this because we've done it several times and that was a big mistake. So, with that, let's start over again. That was a bit of a disappointment. That was a bit of annoyance, and I know that was my fault. This actually is a little bit more like 8-bit music, kind of like a mixture between MSX, NES and Game Boy. But then again, Jake Virt Kaufman started making music in the Game Boy era, which is pretty good. As you could also know that the first Way Forward game he actually composed for was actually Shantae, I think. Let me have a look. Look at it. Okay, so we're gonna go into the third stage, which is, of course, Love You, Love You, Love. The song was called, and it's also done in like a Let's go. Listen to this. It looks like. My goodness, have we actually gone back into the Game Boy? Have we gone back to the Genesis days or the Mega Drive days? Because this looks like what we look like in the Genesis days. Oh dear. Let's retry this one. Like what I said, this one is actually based on music from the Mega Drive and the Sega Mega Drive. Basically the 90s of Sega. Pretty much this was kind of like, I think they used, this was used as by Yamaha instruments. Yamaha instrument, I have to say, with the Yamaha instrument usage, I have to say they're pretty good. I think Jake Coppard also uses the Yamaha instruments in the Shantae Whiskey's Revenge soundtrack. In the soundtrack for Whiskey's Revenge, I think it's pretty good to see that it's pretty much based off the old school, and I congratulate Jake Coppard for that. Anyway, let's have a look and see which one was the first game of. Let's see which one was the first games that he did for Way Forward. Where Jake Coppard. I think the Scorpion King, Soldier of Osiris for the Game Boy Advance. It was Godzilla Domination and Shantae, which is the 2002 game, the first Shantae game he did. He also did. Let me see what other game music he did. He did Contra 4. He did TMNT. It's not Mighty Flip Champs. Batman the Brave and Bold video game. Whiskey's Revenge. Blood Rain Betrayal. My Switch Force. This game ridiculous. The Double Tracker Dion. The sequel, Adventure Time, DuckTales Remastered, Shantae Part Curse, and Shovel Knight, the 2 format, and Shantae Houdini Hero, which are all coming out later this year. Hopefully next month. And this music pretty much reminds me of dubstep. What is dubstep? I remember the Rainbow Love Zone from the second game, which we'll be probably covering in a later time. Hopefully during the summer, we will be doing the Mighty Switch Force 2 pretty much in the summertime because it only fits. It's only appropriate that it fits in the summer atmosphere. Mighty Switch Force's atmospheric, how it was fitted in for the summer. It's how to stay out of danger of fire and all that stuff. It was kind of like summery atmosphere. Mighty Switch Force 2 is. The dubstep song was called Rainbow Love Zone, I believe it was, from the second game. Sorry about my hesitation to say anything properly, but I think I wanted to try and think about it. Anyway, we're going to be finishing off with Hyper 5.
Let's go! Switch it up!
Anyway, does this actually sound familiar? It sounds a bit like Cloudberry Kingdom, to be honest, but no, this game was released early before Cloudberry Kingdom.
Checkpoint!
Let's see what the song is. Oh, it's Yummy. It's a remixed version of Yummy.
Checkpoint!
Let's see. Oh yeah! Oh my goodness! We got both of those dinosaurs at the same time! Lure them into that block. I got one after the other. Well, not at the same time. And we got the third one as well.
Checkpoint!
I have to say, some of these remixes are actually quite enjoyable to hear. I actually think Jake Coppard's collaboration with some of those remixes in the game really pretty much paid off. Die! Yes, there you go.
Yummy!
This one is a toughie.
Let's go!
I think I've had trouble trying to get this one. I didn't recognize how to get through. No, you know what? I think I might. Don't think that was working. So let's go. We'll deal with her later. get that girl and go back for this one. This is really good. Doesn't seem to work. Oh, I missed it again.
Let's go.
Oh, the normal baseline will work, so this way. Oh, so that's what I should have done earlier on. Silly me. Right, let's get to Gen Armor and finish this Let's Play. So a lot of you are wondering, am I going to do the rest of the levels? No, it's not worth it. I think just because I had a bit of a hard time trying to complete this game, and you know what, it's not worth it. But just to showcase a select few, I think it's fair to just show you what the levels are like in a gamer's perspective. As you can probably tell, and that is pretty much it for now for Mighty Switch Force. I hope you've all enjoyed this Let's Play, and I hope you've enjoyed watching this as much as I did playing this game. As for now, I'm Mitch McKidd, sign out, say goodnight. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you guys in my next Let's Play, coming soon to YouTube.